I'm going to be doing an easy to make green fire roasted salsa that goes great on some chips and it's absolutely perfect on some tacos. I'm serious, you show up with the flavorful molcajete salsa and you're going to be the hero of that table. But stay tuned, later on in the video, I got one big tip to really take your salsa to the next level. But for now, let's get roasting. Remember, a list of all the ingredients are going to be down in the description. All right, let's go ahead and drop in our ingredients directly on the coals. That's right, no grill grates here. We're going to be going caveman style. We're going to give everything a nice little toast right over the coals. It's going to really pack in some smoky flavor. Right now, we got some roma tomatoes, poblano peppers, half an onion, and a few serranos. Since poblanos don't have any heat, we're going to be using serranos to bring a little spice into our salsa. I skewer the serranos. They're small and can easily fall through the grates. It's just going to make it easier to place, flip, and remove our peppers once they got a nice char. Skewering keeps everything together and manageable. Let the skins blister and blacken. That's what we want. Things are going to look burnt, but don't panic. That's the whole point. We're going to be peeling that charred skin later on. But what's really happening here is that flavor from the charcoal is getting deep into the ingredients. That's the beauty of caveman style. If you never had roasted salsa before, this is going to be a game changer. Boiling your ingredients for salsa has its place, but this right here, this is how you're going to level up your salsa game. And I'm not firing up the coals just to make salsa. I mean, you can, but I usually time it with another cook. I'll toss the ingredients in there while I'm grilling up the main dish. By the time your main dish is ready, your salsa's going to be waiting for you. Whichever way you choose, this comes out together fast, so no worries. Green salsa is not complete without tomatillos. These are the small variety called milperos. They are less tart and sour than their bigger brothers. Now, since these guys are tiny, they're going to fall right through the charcoal grate if I drop them in directly. That's why I'm going to wrap them in foil. Tomatoes are nice and soft now. You should be able to poke a knife right through them, and that means they're done. Next, I'm taking a full head of garlic, slicing the top, drizzling with oil, and I'm also wrapping it in foil and placing it directly over the coals. This roasts them beautifully without burning. Roasted garlic is incredible. It's not as overpowering as raw garlic. I'm not going to be using the entire head in the salsa though, just a few cloves. The rest of the garlic is going to be great to have around for other dishes, sauces, or salsas. Our tomatillos are soft and steamy inside that foil, and that garlic, well, perfectly roasted. Once everything is cooked, it's time to start cleaning them up. We're going to go ahead and remove some of that charred skin, starting with the poblanos. As you can see, underneath that blackened exterior is a smoky, delicious roasted pepper. Now, don't go crazy with trying to remove every speck of char. A little bit left behind is totally fine. It adds a little character and lots of flavor. It just kind of let everyone at the table know that this salsa, it's something special. Same deal with the tomatoes. Take off that charred skin, and what's underneath is tender, way better than boiled. Do the same with the onion and the serranos. Remove what comes off easily. Then remember that speed is far more important here than perfection. And honestly, I'm a little hungry. There's no need for me to be picky with this step. These fire roasted salsas aren't meant to be time consuming. Alright, now I'm giving everything a light chop. This is about getting the salsa a head start before we mash. I'm using a molcajete today, but you can totally use a blender or a food processor if you like it smooth. First, let's do some Mexican oregano, kosher salt, and some fresh cracked pepper. Then the roasted garlic, about 4 cloves. Chopped onion is next. We're going to mash it into a paste. Why, do you ask? Well, because no one wants to bite into a giant piece of garlic or onion on their salsa. Once the base is mashed down perfectly, I'll drop in our roasted peppers and keep working it until it comes all together. The tomatoes and the tomatillos go in last. I like my salsa chunky, so I'm going to start mashing once I hit that perfect texture, which really is not going to take very much. Now here's a big tip I promised earlier. Use multiple types of peppers and tomatoes. And in this case, we used both Roma tomatoes and tomatillos. We used poblano and serrano peppers. The variety adds depth, complexity, and just makes that salsa stand out. Don't rely on just one type of pepper. Play around and see what flavor combinations you like. Once it's all mashed down and mixed, I finish with a handful of chopped cilantro. Give it a quick stir, and that's it. Your salsa is ready. Spoon it onto some tacos, some grilled meat, or just dive in with some chips. Since this one is not super spicy, you can really pile it on. I went ahead and made myself a quick taco with some grilled chicken, and yeah, I loaded it up with the salsa. It's that good. Are you just as obsessed with salsa as I am? Then you're gonna love the next video.